Are you thinking that you overthink your meditation? You sit to meditate and there are too many thoughts. No matter what you do, it doesn't stop. Well, here's the thing. This is the case for most people, and this goes for years. It doesn't matter which kind of meditation you're doing. When it's a guided meditation, you're actually seriously pursuing meditation and doing some kind of technique you learn. The point is that most people, for years and years, you sit to meditate and you find all these streams of thoughts going through your head and you don't know how to stop it. Things about the shopping, things about your work, things about what it worries you. You can't just stop it. And we tend to think that the problem is that you have too many thoughts, but this is not the case actually. But here is the important thing. It's not the thoughts. The thought is too late. When you're thinking, it's too late. Something happened before that. You think about it, it's like you were meditating, you decided to focus on your breath or to a mantra or an image or whatever is the thing that you were meditating. And suddenly you're thinking. Suddenly you wake up in the other side of the story thinking about whatever from your daily life. Well, the important thing is not the thinking, to try to cut the thinking. The important thing is to trace back what happened. You were meditating and suddenly you're somewhere else. The important thing is not to, when you're somewhere else, to feel bad about yourself, go back to the meditation and just force yourself to have no. The important thing is to pay more attention about this slide, this tunnel that took you unconsciously from your meditation to the thinking. When you're in the thinking, it just doesn't matter that you're thinking about 3 million things, this thing, the other thing. It just doesn't matter. It's too late. The trick, which will save you years of meditation, it is actually to notice, to be meditating and being already aware that something, imagine that you're driving, something's going to pull you out of the road. So you're looking already not to think about what you're going to do when you're off the road. No, you have to be already paying attention to what something, counting on something, let's say some wind pushing you out of it. So you have to be already thinking of that, okay, that's going to happen. Let's see if you are able to, when that happens, first thing notice. I mean, there's a lot of strategies for this, and you have books like The Mind Illuminated or The Attention Revolution. I should show you that. This is The Attention Revolution. This is The Mind Illuminated. In these two books and in the course that I'm offering you, the free course that I'm offering you down, you will get more details about how to do this. But this is the important nugget for you to get from this video that can change how you relate to meditation. Instead of focusing when you're thinking and thinking that you feel bad about because you cannot meditate. So you have to be all the time thinking, feeling the moment where your attention is just going to go off. And try to notice, because that's where the game is played. In this classical 10 stages path that these books are showing you, the mind is compared to an elephant. So imagine your mind is that part of you that seems to have its own will. You sit to meditate, you want to focus on something, and it's just suddenly thinking on something else. So it can pull you, or it can just sit and say, I'm not going to do this. In any case, it's stopping your path of whatever you're trying to do. So it's pushing you, or it's pulling you. It's in any case, it's just like a huge force out of control. And the only way to go about this is to notice in which moment the elephant is actually starting to pull you, or the moment that's the only moment you still have a window of communication with this part of you, because your mind is still you. You don't kind of have to cut it out like if it wasn't you. But you have a window of opportunity to understand what are the mechanics on why that is. You're trying to focus on something and your mind gets distracted. So here's the important way to reframe all this. Every time you sit to meditate and you get distracted, you're not failing at meditation. Every time you're able to notice closer and closer that gap between your object and the distraction, that's real progress. So don't feel down because, oh, you lost it again. You're thinking again. No, think, okay, that was the window of opportunity. I will tell you a secret. It doesn't matter that you stay a long time in an object. That's not the point. It's not a concentration exercise. The point is that you notice the subtle movements of your mind that are distracting you. In the case of meditation with your object, but in the case of your life, is the contradictory thinking you have. You say you want to do something and you do something else. You know, if you were perfectly aligned, you and your mind will be perfectly aligned and tuned and relaxed and focused. If you say something, you do something. If you think something, you do something. Meaning there is no friction between any part of your being. There is no, I would like to do this, but I can't. But there's nothing like that. There is just perfect harmony in every moment. And you can achieve that every time you sit to meditate and notice when these distortions in your focus happen. And instead of being on the other side, say, oh, I'm on the other side of the wall, I get lost in thinking. No, you have to notice, what is this crossing of the wall? In which moment you become unconscious, you were focusing on an object and you became unconscious for a little bit and you went on the other side. Every time you do that, so you could sit to meditate, and that happened many times, don't feel bad about it. That's exactly the path. You're doing it right if you're understanding what you have to be paying attention to. It's not even the object. It is actually what's happening with your attention. That's the real deal. So the next time you sit to meditate, think it in this other level. It is okay to get lost. It's going to happen. It's bound to happen to some extent. The important point is that instead of thinking, oh, I fell again, you have to understand, how did you actually fail? How was the process of being on your meditation and suddenly feeling lost, thinking on something else? Think about that. And you will find that it's going to work. It's going to become more sensitive to that moment where it's happening. So you're not lost in thinking, oh, I lost it again. I've been thinking on something else for minutes, or I'm very distracted all the time. You're going to think, wow, here's the thing. You have many thoughts, no problem. You have many opportunities to notice what is the actual core of the meditation. So don't feel bad about yourself if you have too many thoughts. Just reframe the whole situation in a way that empowers you and it makes you improve. So you can live the peace, the tranquility, the coherence, the stability, the joy that is supposed to be your life. And it's not only because your mind is pulling you towards different things and you find just frustration and friction. So stay calm, and most importantly, most important thing in this video, sit and give it a try. If you're serious about truly understanding meditation, not just the surface level mindfulness hype, but the deep, time-tested methods of the sages, I have a free course with real practical guidance waiting for you. And if you struggle to stay consistent with your meditation practice, join our free community for accountability, live online meditation sessions, and discussion circles that will keep you supported every step of the way. You'll find the link to join in the description or the comments below, so you will never have to do this alone. See you there.